Do, 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 do. Roll up for the magical mystery. Step right this way. So today is the 20th, Friday. Friday the 20th. Happy Friday. First day of summer. First day of summer around 8 o'clock in the morning. First thing I do, right after I set my coffee up, is I take my son out. He wasn't as anxious as he always is. I don't know why. Maybe because I had him out late last night. Hey, what's up? Taking my baby out. He must have an itch. Summertime itchies. So that's why your face is red. No scratchies. Gonna have to get up some cortisone or something. Somebody behind me taking a walk. Doing the same thing I'm doing. Getting their daily exercise. Exercise is good for the soul. Hello. Pretty good. How are you guys? How are you? Glad to hear it. Let me get you out of the way. Come here, mister. Aw, he's super friendly. Hello, Jillian. Happy Friday. Today's the first day of summer. What a lot of people are looking forward to. Taking doggy out for his first walk. Another gentleman just walked past me. A lot of people like to do laps around this lake. I noticed that in the summertime. Just walk around the lake over and over again. I know, boy oh boy, I have a busy day today. But I love busy days. I'm gonna start my part-time job today. I think today's the first day. We're gonna come up with a plan. Thank you. Not my boss, she's my friend. But we're gonna come up with a plan, and I'm gonna start on one section of the farm. Thank you. And I knew I was going to get that job. It's just a matter of getting our rear ends in gear. Because he bought this land about a year ago. We haven't done anything with it, and he wants to get it going. He's got a lot of cats. He wants to finally build a house on this property and move all his cats to where they stop getting run over. Unfortunately, where he lives now, the streets are too busy, and he keeps losing cats every now and then. He loves his cats, this guy. He's got at least 10 or 15, if not more. Probably more, because the kittens keep coming. So what he wants to do, he wants to build a house on this land and make the cats safe once and for all. But the land is not ready yet. It definitely has to be like flattened out a little bit, maybe take some trees out. And we have most of the equipment. We just got to get started. But both of us are kind of clueless when it comes to clearing land and preparing raw land. But we'll figure it out. And today's going to be, we're going to come up with some sort of plan. I think just for starters, he's going to plop me on a tractor with a gigantic lawnmower, and I'm going to at least start cutting the grass so we could see what we're up against. And I'm going to work probably till at least 3 o'clock. I don't know when I'll start. Probably start around noon, work till 3, just to get an idea of what's ahead of us. And then I got some visitors coming up to visit me this weekend. I haven't had visitors other than my sisters in a long time. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but who knows? There's no room in this house. I'll sleep on the floor or on the couch or something. I'll stay with the dog. They're probably only coming up for one day. Coming up from Philadelphia, about a 100-mile drive north to get to where I'm at here in the Poconos. So yeah, it's gonna be busy for us. Man, it's windy. They're calling for hot weather. I was watching the Weather Channel. I'm wearing a coat now, right? But they're supposed to go up to like 90 degrees Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. First heat wave. So we go from wearing coats to wearing shorts. But this is what summer's all about. Yeah. My doggy's got some red around his mouth. He gets allergic every summer. I don't know what the heck the problem is. I may have to put him on some sort of cortisone or something. So I'm kind of I'm happy about the job. Work is work, though, you know. I'm going to get dirty. I'm going to be sweaty and all that good stuff. Bug eating. All the bugs are going to eat me alive. But I know whenever I get done hard work, I feel good about it. You feel good after your work, good. And you appreciate your time off more. I know that. I'm never bored, but now I'm really not going to be bored. So today's going to be really busy. And also, just a lot of people are looking forward to a rain-free weekend. Around here in the Northeast, it's been rainy every weekend for the longest time. This is going to be the first weekend where we're not getting a lot of rain. So that's good. He's getting into mischief, my son. He smells something and he's getting excited. This dog, I'll tell you. My friend's trying to talk me into getting some cats, adopting some of his cats. And I really want to, but I would have to keep them indoors because the front of my house, the road's funny there. It goes into one lane and people don't pay attention to what might run in front of them. They only pay attention to oncoming traffic to negotiate squeezing through that one lane, and that's how my cats keep getting run over. It's not necessarily the people's fault, but since it squeezes down into one lane, they're not looking on the road for animals crossing. So if I adopt one of his cats, I gotta somehow keep it indoors. Unless the cat's real smart and knows how to just not go in the street. Some cats are that smart. Some cats make it to 16, 20 years old. I had a cat make it to 16 when I was a lot younger and living with my folks. That cat lived a long time. But I haven't had much luck with the kitty cats ever since I moved to where I live at now. But he really wants me, and I love cats. I want to adopt them. They're gorgeous, man. He's got some good-looking cats. He's got a Mancoon breed. That's a very friendly breed. They're a little bit hairy, and He has a bunch of calicos, just your average cat. But the Mancoon breed is really special. And, and that must be cool. I'm not jealous of the guy. I'm happy for the guy. But when he sleeps, he's got like 4 or 5 cats in his bed. That must be, comfortable having nice, soft, fluffy cats sleep with you. Thank you for the like. Yeah. Yeah. So, I had a great live stream yesterday, Jillian. I shocked myself. I was making my fireworks again as usual. And then when I was done the live stream, the best I've ever gotten was like 400. And when you click the done button, it tells you your statistics. And when I looked at it, I couldn't believe it. There was 4,700 views I got on a live stream. So people really like this firework thing. So I'm going to keep that going, man. I love the attention. Who doesn't love attention? And I'm also teaching people how to build their own fireworks, So I scheduled a live stream for tonight at 7:30. I actually scheduled it. I put a cool thumbnail in there and left a cool description. So maybe a bunch of folks will tune in again, 7:30 tonight. And I prepped. Last night I made a bunch of fireworks. So in order not to bore everybody while I'm making them, because that takes, 20 minutes to make one single device. So I made a bunch of devices and I'll light them off. I'll light a couple off in the beginning and then I'll build a device and I'll light a couple more and then I'll light off to the device I built. I'm going to try to keep people entertained instead of sitting there watching me work the whole time. But, that's what I did last night and people loved it. I just wish they would ask me more questions because I would like to answer questions. But they're happy just to watch me make my fireworks. A couple people ask questions, but I want to get questions like, well, what kind of gunpowder do you use? How long do you mill it? What size are the tubes you use to pack the gunpowder? I want to answer questions like that. Thank you. That was a nice audience. I really was shocked. The most I ever seen was 300, 400. And when I clicked that done button, I almost fainted. 4,700? Whoa. And when I was looking at it during the live stream, 50 or 60 the numbers would show 50 or 60 at a time. I knew it was a good live stream, but I didn't know it was that good. So, woo. I was going to shave and stuff, but the heck with that. I'm just going to be myself, I'm not going to try to do a 52 fake out. What you see is what you get. You get this regular dude making fireworks. I watched one of my live streams and I'm so embarrassed at myself. I don't think I explain things well. I don't. And another thing I noticed when I use the camera that I'm using now, everything's backwards. Like left hand, it's really my right hand. You guys see, if I try to show print, like a word that's in print, that's backwards. So I got to figure out, I might just use the front camera, but then I won't be able to react to people talking to me. So I was thinking about setting up mirrors, right? Have a couple mirrors that reflect the phone. I'm really overthinking this too much. I'm overthinking it. I just got to relax and go with the flow. But at least I'm having fun, man. All right? That's all that matters. If you're really, that's the bottom line. That's the whole reason why anybody does anything, is to have a good time. So I got to keep telling myself that and not try to overthink anything. And these devices, I'm going to build several different types of devices, not just rockets. I actually have a device called a Saxon already made. That's a spinning device, and I have multiple fuels in it. So it's not just going to spark one color, it's going to spark several colors. And I have a few rockets already built, and I have one pinwheel already built. So all I have to do is light a fuse. I also scheduled the live stream to start at 7:30, so it starts getting dark when I start lighting the fireworks, because fireworks are best at night. Thank you. Jillian says, no, that's a good idea. My main subscriber, I think there's like a dozen people watching right now, and Jillian and I are the only people that's conversate, and I really appreciate it, because it's hard just talking to myself the whole time. Not really, it comes natural. I never shut up. I always got in trouble in school for that. Teacher would say, would you shut up? Here comes the car. Oh, this dude gets picked up every day to go to work. I see the guy get picked up every day. Heating and air conditioning. Dude waits outside of his house every day. He's got his tool bag sitting by the side of his house, and person pulls up, he hops out, and they go to work. Right? I used to do that. I used to be the driver, though. I used to pick people up. And they were always on time. Never had any problems. Hey, you're getting a free ride to work, you know. I'd be on time if somebody... I wouldn't make anybody wait if they were picking me up. So, yeah. I'm very, very excited. We're going to have good weather. I got several firework devices already made. And most of all, I have my health, and my friends have their health, and my dog has his health. And life is good for now. I thank my lucky stars. I get down on my knees a couple times, man. And whoever's listening, I say thank you, because I'm very fortunate and blessed to have it the way I do. And I try not to complain. And I'm really feeling super, super good. Summer's here. Keep repeating myself, but I love all seasons. Everybody loves, I don't know. But I love all the seasons. But if I had to pick one, I would say summer's my favorite. Used to have motorcycles, and summer's motorcycle season. I used to like to drive around with like a short t-shirt and short pants, and you need at least 80 degrees to do that. So I used to love warm summer nights. I would drive real slow through the streets when I used to live in Philadelphia, the back streets where there was hardly any lights or stop signs. That was actually in Cheltenham. It was a suburb of Philly. And my friend would sit on the back of the bike, and we would just drive around at like 2 o'clock in the morning on a hot summer night. No traffic, and just, boy, that was fun. Those are some good memories. Watching old TV show or something. Back then I had a couple beers, and we would, I know you're not supposed to drink and drive, but I just had a couple beers, and we hop on the bike and go real slow around these suburb roads, man. That was a lot of fun. I kept my motorcycle license. Even though I don't have a motorcycle, I renew it every time I have to renew my license. I renew my motorcycle license in case maybe I'll hit the lottery someday. I'll get another one. Motorcycles aren't expensive. You know, they're not like, you know, I could get a nice bike, a reliable motorcycle for a couple grand, you know. But I have different priorities right now. I'll stick with my Ford Focus. My 2017 Ford Focus with 65,000 miles with the original brakes. I brag about that. But I'm such a good driver, I hardly hit my brakes. I live in an area where there's no traffic lights or stop signs, so I really don't have to hit the brakes. Unless somebody's behind me, I go real slow and I coast into like my driveway. Don't even hit my brakes. I'll throw it right in neutral without even touching the brakes. or I'll coast into a gas station. But if somebody's behind me, I'll do the speed limit. So I got the original brakes on my Ford Focus. The car's 2017. What's that, 7 years, 8 years, right? And car's treated me well. I get 40 miles to a gallon on that Ford Focus. I'm promoting Ford right now. That Ford Focus, I get 38, 37 miles to a gallon on that. When I'm on the highway visiting my friend in Maryland, I was getting 40 miles to a gallon. That's pretty good, man. My friend's got this truck. When he hits the gas pedal, I think you could watch the gas needle go down to zero, empty. That thing sucks up like a gallon every 2 seconds. Big ass truck with an old carburetor. So I'm rolling back up to my crib now. And it's nice talking to you, Jillian. You're the only one that talks to me lately. Some other people, I noticed the young folks chime in a lot. One person, she says she's 12. She's telling me she's going to have a popsicle and stuff. You know, that's cool. I'll talk to her. And a couple other young folks that don't mind chatting. They talk about, you know, what little kids talk about. And I'm a little person in my brain. I don't think I ever matured. I may have gotten a little bit more knowledge, but I still think like a little kid. Like I don't step on cracks. I'm very superstitious. Like I have good luck socks and bad luck socks. And I don't know. I think like a little kid. I try to be optimistic falsely, like I should really get in touch with reality, but since I think like a little kid, I try to be optimistic about things when in reality it's not really going to happen. I don't know, does that make any sense? But I'm coming back to my house now. Look how nice it is around here. I'm so fortunate. I have the only house. Good luck, bad luck socks. Yeah, my orange socks are bad luck. I don't wear I think my orange socks are still new because I won't wear them. And my green socks are the good luck socks. So if that's not thinking like a little kid, I don't know what is. It's that bad where I won't wear the damn orange socks because I'm afraid I'll have bad luck that day. So I was going to go home, but the dog's taking me to a different area. He's taking me, probably smells some of them deer. I got my pot of coffee. My coffee makers, all I have to do is go in and push a button. And I thought I was going to have to go down the store and buy sugar, but I found like a couple things of sugar, a couple packs. So I don't even have to go down the store. And then I'll pop on some YouTube and watch some of my educational shows. Isn't it beautiful? Look how lucky I am, man. They just put sand on this beach. And I think they did that for me. Honest to goodness, I say, you guys try to do improvements around here. You're setting up cameras and you're policing us pretty well. But this beach has been neglected for 30 years. Why don't you get a couple dump trucks and put some sand down and I'll help you spread it out. See all the goose poop? I clean this stuff up twice. I'll do it again today. So the people have a nice weekend. I'll come down here with the 5-gallon bucket. I'll put on my rubber gloves, and that's what I'm going to do as soon as I have my coffee. So everybody else has a clean beach and a clean lake area to walk around. Good old Richard is going to spend another couple hours cleaning up the goose poop. But you really don't have to, because when I clean it up, all it is like grass. It's only going to just turn back into dust. But it's not cool to look at. You know, if you're a little kid or something, you might get grossed out at that. So I'm going to pick it all up again. I don't mind. And the dude who's in charge around here saw me and thanked me. So at least I'm going to take credit. You know, not that I do want credit, but I wasn't looking. Nobody asked me to do this. I volunteered and I did it. Look, he's rolling over. Even the dog's happy. You little bugger. You little bugger, you. I'm so blessed. Boy, I love that dog. I just love that dog, man. There's the geese that caused the problem. They tried everything to get rid of them. They tried shooting guns. They set up these things, the reflective things. Nothing worked. I figured, hey, Bernie. That's one of the maintenance dudes. His name's just Bernie. Everybody around here, they open doors for you. They say, excuse me. They say, thank you. This is one of them places where, for the most part, people are polite. Man. It ain't like when I lived in the city where everybody's in a rush and they got road rage and God forbid the light turns green and they don't take off right away. They're ready to hop out and punch you. Man, around here, people open up doors. Excuse me, thank you. How's your day? Have a great day. Everybody around here says, have a good one. Is that a common thing around everywhere else, or is that just the Poconos? When you walk, instead of saying goodbye, they'll say, have a good one. And that's like the new way of saying goodbye. I don't know if that's countrywide or worldwide or just for the Poconos. When people leave comments for me, yeah, the nasties. Jillian's the only one that talks to me, all you guys. Why don't you guys chime in? Start a conversation here. So that's the way, like, oh yeah, what I was saying was in the comments, a lot of people say I have a Philadelphia accent. I don't care, Philadelphia accent. What's a Philadelphia? I know it in New York accent, like, I'm a scared. Like that commercial. Or a Boston accent. We're going to pick the flowers in the yard. Nah. Sometimes I could mimic it. I had a friend that lived in Boston. I would fly out there often. Boy, that Boston accent's so heavy, I couldn't understand a couple people. And they couldn't understand me. I tried to ask for like a cup of coffee, and they looked at me like I had 3 heads. So I must have some sort of accent. Well, Richard is home. I pushed my lawnmower out. There's my shop. I'm all ready. I'm going to show you real quick what I got ready. Stay, son. Gotta come here for a second. I got one pinwheel ready to go. I got a lot of rocket motors ready to go. I got some stuff up on the filing cabinet. So when these people tune in tonight, man, I'm going to give them their money's worth. Yeah, maybe tiny bit of accent. All right, I'm heading out. Okay, yes, I got to go in. I'm going to make my coffee too. It's nice talking to you all. And listen, I'll chat with you again probably real soon. Love everybody. Have a great day.